Yo, what's up guys? It's me again, Crashy, on YouTube playing some Infinite Crisis, and today I'm doing a live video, just going to be jungling, and I wanted to talk, you can tell by the title, whatever I decide to name it, I wanted to talk about what having like a jungle presence is, and like how to successfully be a jungler, and how to impact the game on a solo basis, and how I can kind of take that, correlate those skills into more of either a team setting or just something that, like, I guess just take it as a learning experience the way that it is. Just take it as good information, and then see how you can translate that later into other games, whether it be team games or solo games. So I am playing solo queue by myself, just playing Nightmare Batman, and the first thing I want to talk about are my stolen powers. My stolen powers that I chose to use this game are going to be the Joker's Detonate. I was trying to find myself. Joker's Detonate, which is just the long-range jungle spell. As you guys know, it does have a range, which is why I choose Joker's Detonate over Consume if I'm not using both of them. And it does 40 damage, 40 power damage, blah 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 blah, and then it has a slow. The only reason I'm using this over Harley's is because Harley's is based off of power damage, and since I'm not a power champion, I'm not going to be utilizing that. So let's just do some quick starting buys really quickly, and move my chat because I'm a stickler. So and then I'm using the Cyborg's Teleport. Sorry, I forgot what I was talking about. So Cyborg's Teleport is very interchangeable with other spells. Now the thing about junglers that I'm currently that I don't really care for is the fact that there are two jungle spells. It is a lot more interesting in the game if there would be only one jungle spell, and the reason I say that is because it leaves more room for me to take things like Cyborg's Teleport or Psychic Assault or Super Speed, and I think all of those spells, those different kinds of spells, are very useful in jungle. The only thing that I would say that is absolutely necessary in the jungle is probably the Joker's Detonate or the Harley's Detonate. So definitely take one of those if you're going to be looking to be a jungler. As for your secondary spell, you could look for a Consume, a Zatanna's, Psychic Assault, Teleport from Cyborg's Teleport or Catwoman's Teleport, anything like that. And then going through this game, I'll be showing you how I utilize my Cyborg's Teleport and some different scenarios that you can do with that. I will be... Okay, so the person I'm talking to is our top laner. Let's see if I can get her to share 2 camps with me. So a really good way to leash, we might as well go ahead and talk about this, is just to share 2 camps with whoever you pull from the lane to share with you. You're just going to get them more experience. It hurts them if they actually leash you and then leave. So it's better if they just stay with you. The map is really big. Getting from here to there, that's not an easy leash without getting anything. So they deserve some experience. So we'll get them from there to there, share 2 camps, go to the lane, hit level 2. Big or an easy way to do it. So I guess she's not gonna do it with me, so that sucks, but whatever. So let's go ahead and start this, and we'll take out the small minions. And this is another thing that I don't know a lot of people know. It takes a lot longer to kill the big minion than it does to kill the small ones, so you actually take less damage in the long run if you kill the smaller minions first on the majority of the camps. Later on, whenever you start getting your AoE abilities, it's not going to matter quite as much, but just overall it's a little better that way. So she shared that with me. You know what, I'm going to get her to share 2 camps with me on mid. Hopefully she'll do it. I think she might get pressured and want to leave lane, but if she's here, me and her can gank her lane maybe pretty early off of the 1 minion. Now, usually I would go for top lane with this. Why is she going the long way around? Okay, so she didn't share experience with me, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to gank her lane without her immediately right here, but we might. Okay, so we're just going to take off. So that's not the best start. And I like to do a lot of my games live, so I don't have to worry about, cutting clips and voiceovers and stuff like that. So if, hiccups happen, that's good, because you get to see, different scenarios and how they might potentially play out. So Now, as one thing to make sure you want to do as a jungler to impact the game and to impact your team in the course of the throughout the course of the game is to try to be unpredictable, and that can be sometimes hard to achieve. So I definitely like to get as close as I can whenever going for ganks, and then obviously my teammate should be following up a little bit here, but we're not going to get much there, and so we're just going to go ahead and come over here and utilize that time that we got to help her push her lane, which really is not going to take much from them in the long run. It's going to actually get us more, because what I'm looking to set up here is the first EMP pickup of the game. So I'm helping her push out her lane, and this is debatably a waste of time or like stealing farm, but any person would understand that this EMP and what I'm able to do with it later on is definitely going to score us more. So we're going to look to get this first EMP. I believe the bottom EMP might still be up, but don't have vision on it, so there's no way to tell. We're going to run to my turret and buy another knife. So I have good health. I can definitely stay in the jungle. Maybe look to make a gank on mid as I'm passing by. Let's see. Does she have cam? She doesn't, but she might have a base cam. It looks like they might be doing that. Oh, they almost got it. And I think she saw me there. Okay, I was a little consumed with looking at bottom lane. So, just going ahead and try to get my second buff here. I know the bottom EMP is going to be gone, and I definitely want to make sure to get good timing and good usage out of my detonate. So I didn't use my first detonate. Main reason why is because I wanted to secure it for that top EMP just in case. Something you definitely want to be looking to do is making sure that you have your spells up for important objectives. But at the same time, you don't want to just hold on to your detonates because you're not utilizing them correctly. So use my detonate there, and the only rule that I have about detonate is don't use it if you think that an EMP or that a raider is that may be pulled off. So if you're getting kind of close to the mid game, you think that these fights are kind of turning one way or the other, and you think you might have a raider fight, you want to definitely not use your detonate. You want to be a little bit more frivolous with something like that. If you're going into your jungle and you see that you have an EMP coming out, make sure that you time it to where you don't utilize your spell whenever that EMP will be up. So one thing I definitely do is I look at that sliding bar and I make sure that I can pull off these detonates and using my spells in good timing. So as well as your teleport or your psychic assault, you want to line those up for ganks and for anything that you're looking to do. Oh, another side tip, but even though I haven't been running double spells in jungle very often, if you are running double spells, do yourself a favor and use them at the same time, like 95% of the time. And the reason I say that is because if you're not using them at the same time, they're going to have really straddled cooldowns, and it just gets a little funky. So if you have an opportunity to only use one and you still got what you needed out of it, like say you secure EMP with one spell, that's great. So good for you. But try to get that second one burnt quickly. You know what I mean? Unless you think you could get something else out of it. So if you think you can instantly run to the enemy jungle and get a camp off of it, or you think you could maybe save it and go to bot lane and get another EMP off of it, try to do that. So I have a lot of time here. I'm just trying. I'm fishing for ganks at this point. I actually got a lot of damage there. Why is she throwing shit at me? What is she... What? So I got a lot of damage there. Oh, bot lane is really, really close to each other. I don't know if I'll be able to get there for that, but she's definitely gonna die. She's kind of standing still awkwardly. Please pull. Please pull. Okay. Oh, we don't have anything there. These guys are going a little hard. Let's throw a slow out for him here. And I have yet to be back to base. Haven't been able to get a double EMP or anything like that yet. So we're just going to keep farming. And at this point, see, look, I know that I have 1 minute and 52 seconds. I should have detonated earlier. So my detonate's going to be a little bit late on the camp, but that's right whenever it's spawning. So I know I'll actually have good enough time to where while I'm killing the camp, my detonate will come back up. And you'll see that example in just a little bit whenever this upper EMP comes up. So let's try to get myself a health, and the good thing about Nightmare Batman is I don't really need to base, so I haven't gotten a health drop for anybody on my team. It looks like they were actually able to base and get that themselves, which is good, so I can actually stay out on the field, and I actually think I'm doing really good compared to their jungler. Looks like I do have the upper hand on gold, but I'm also up 1 gambit as well. So we're just looking to continue getting my buffs, continue getting my experience, stay ahead of the enemy jungler, which I am definitely in level at this point. and look to secure some camps. So this has actually been a really safe game by the enemies. I usually have gotten a pick or two by now, so good for them, but not so much for me. So we're able to pick this up. I see the enemy junglers on that mid lane, so I'm going to see if I can counter camp. That's another really good way to have an impact on the game, is if you physically can't help whenever a lane is being ganked. If you're too far, you don't have your teleport, you don't have your super speed to get there, just counter jungle. Do anything and everything that you can to get yourself or your team an advantage. It's really the only way you can help out if you can't physically be there. So now I'm looking for a little bit of counter ganking or counter damage, counter jungling, jeez. But I might look for a counter gank as well. I do still have my teleport up, and I know if my bot lane gets into a bad situation, I have my ultimate and my teleport, and I'm going to try to save that teleport for some counter initiation. So with them being fully pushed, it's just a matter of time. So I'm going to head up to... So look, okay, now the top EMP is up, and my detonate's just now coming off cooldown. So while I wasn't there to start it right on time, I still got the example that I was looking for off. So now I'm going to be able to start this. I might actually try to blow this up, base, pick up the double EMP, teleport to bot lane, and try to interrupt that one if I can, which I'm not sure is going to line up for me because it looks like teammates are dying. But I do have this camera that's going to be a really good focal point to teleport to. So let's look at my detonate. My detonate does 405 damage. Let's pick that up, teleport to this, buy my blade. Click on this. It's in the range. I got the detonate off, and now I'm going to try to walk away from this safely if I can. Which if I didn't, if she had the root, that could have been really, really bad. But I got what I wanted, so that was pretty dangerous. That actually might not have been worth because I picked up the double EMP. On a smarter scenario with that, I may have just left the double EMP at base and tried to deny it. But I was able to use my detonate in a way that scored us something while denying them something, and that's... I'm not going to lie, my heart was kind of pounding there. That was a little ridiculous. And this has been an interesting game. Like I said, I haven't been able to make a huge impact, but I'm still securing and denying buffs and experience from the enemy jungler at the same time as getting my own, so... Let's see. I still have my bite. I think my bottom lane is just having such a hard time. I'm not actually able to get as many kills on the bottom lane as I'd like to. Doesn't really look like we have much kill potential down here. We don't really. I'm gonna go ahead and bite her here if I can reach it. Okay, so we're gonna line that up, and that's gonna be a kill for sure. So I'm not actually using the double EMP there. I just needed it for the true damage. I might have actually been able to kill her without it, but regardless, I still wanted to try to pick up a kill. I need to try to like kickstart this game. I should be up 1 EMP. Yeah, I am definitely up 1 EMP, and now I can kind of continue that moving forward. So we'll start a Promethean, get a little bit of item management on my run, and I'm gonna go for about another 3 camp clear. So let's try to see if we can do that. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Alright, so at this point in a normal game, you may want, or in a team game, you may need to start managing and focusing on raiders. So around this time, I'm really going to be, I don't know, I'm going to be a stickler on my detonates. I really don't want them to see my bot lane slip up and then not have a detonate to try to steal or go for raider if we were to make a play. But at the same time, in a solo game, you don't always have the best situation or scenario to set up a good, like a good selection or a good time to do raider. Oh, she's so hurt. I just want to see if I can try to get this Joker while I have a little bit of time, and he looks like he's going to be able to get out of that, so I can't really do anything for her. I know he's probably going to be backing, so the best thing I could probably do is push this cannon wave to the turret. Looks like the enemy jungler might try to stop me from doing that. I'll try to get a little bit of lane management as much as I can for her, and I don't know, maybe I'll even counter a camp while I'm up here. Who knows? We'll see if we can do that. This isn't the safest thing to do. Okay, well, we were able to pick that up pretty quickly. This mid lane's making me nervous. I really want to kill that person, but I'm not sure how that was going to work out. Okay, so now I know the next best thing I can do is try to look for ganks and get ready for the next couple of objectives being the EMPs and then Raider. So really, this is kind of the part of the game for me as a jungler where nothing is really planned. I know my bottom lane is pushed. I'm gonna come down here to see what I can do. Oh my goodness, what just happened over here? I just need to see what I can do. That's really all there is to it. Looks like the Star Sapphire will probably... oh goodness. We're just putting a little bit of damage on the Star Sapphire. She really needs to just stop doing what she's doing. That was a completely wasted ult. We really don't have much fight here. Yeah, we don't have much fight here. I need to try to heal up a bit. I know the EMPs are coming up soon. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might need to stay bottom and try to contest that one as well. And I think someone took my other one, which is discouraging. Yeah. Please don't take EMPs. So we'll clear on my way to top. I'll probably just do this one camp on my way to top. And keep buying, make sure I'm maximizing my time as much as I can. It does look like I'm still ahead of the enemy jungler by quite a bit. I'm actually ahead of a lot of them by quite a bit, but I'm still having a really hard time making a solid impact because I'm not able to pick up a lot of kills. But I should have my teleport up in just a little bit, which means I could potentially teleport to bottom if they were to get some good cams down. So with that being said, I'm not going to try to rush down to the bottom EMP. I'm just going to take my time, try to farm, maybe try to get at this health, and then make my way down there whenever I think we could do something with it. So I'm gonna try to hold on to my bite as well. If I have my bite, I might be able to make a play on bottom side. So now I think at this point is probably where I'll start heading down there. For the sake of knowing, my detonate does 525, and I might be looking to teleport here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to help out mid a bit. I actually think I can kill her here. I can. That was worth the bite. Definitely get some pressure off of mid while getting myself a little bit of additional gold. And I need to come to bottom. I'd like to come to bottom. So still at 555 now due to the rank up. And I don't have my bite here, but I can still put down some pressure and maybe pick up this double EMP. Okay, so that's a good amount of pressure, good pushback. I'm going to be able to pick this up. I know I can do it safe. I want to click on it, look at the top left, make sure I can watch the health of it. I still picked it up. They do have a teleport coming in, but we can maybe put a lot of damage on her. I really do think I could take her out. We were able to do that pretty successfully. Let's see if I can run. And I think that was the Joker or someone that showed just a second ago in that bush, but I didn't quite see it. But we were able to get that. That's pretty good. Okay, finish this Promethean. Just keep this build going. Okay, double EMP. I think we have a double speed. Do we? We do. Okay, so that is kind of bad because I haven't been able to have good buff management, power management on our team, but it's okay. I'll just pick that up for the sake of getting some experience, and then I want to get that double EMP just so my teammates don't take it. I can actually put it to some pretty good use. No offense, just want to make sure we're being productive. So I have a double EMP on me. I need to look to set up a gank or set up a raider. At this point, a raider probably would have been taken, but in a solo game, I often find this scenario set up where the raiders are kind of being ignored, people aren't paying attention to where they're open, and I actually often will try to open it on the top side in a solo scenario because of the fact that the bottom can't instantly rotate up to help. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open it as like a feeler. I'm going to open the Raider. I'm going to kind of see how the enemy team responds to it, and then I might come back. So I don't have my detonate right away anyway, so there's no point for me to try to go for it. I don't want to lose this double EMP. I can see that, you know, there are two people in the mid. That's not definitely not safe for me to just go for it right away, but I might look to put a little bit of pressure and slow down this top lane. Yeah, this top lane push. Oh, I can bite him there, get a couple tower hits. I know his escape is done for, and that was a free kill just because I saw the fake, or the failed jump there. So definitely worth the bite, I think. Again, just trying to make as much of a solo impact as I can. A big thing about impacting the game solo, and sometimes team-wise as well, depending on your champion or your team comp, it's better to just split push. For example, I can see that my teammates are occupied in the mid. I know that there's no top laner to defend. I have a cannon minion right here, and I think I can get this turret. So let's put a little bit of damage on. I'm going to go ahead and double EMP this. It wasn't idealistic. I was hoping the cannon minion would stay alive a little bit longer, but I'm not really worried about EMPs. The main reason why I'm being a little bit more open with throwing them out is because I have really, really good map control on top lane. Top lane has been pretty uncontested to me. As far as EMP control goes, bottom lane a little bit not so much, just because of the duo lane, and it seems like the Fat Joker makes more of a presence there. So Joker Prime stepping up. I have my detonate up. I see that the Raider, you know, was fair game, and 615 true damage on my smite, or on my detonate, and I'm gonna look to pick up the first Raider of the game. So again, this is a really, really late Raider for Infinite Crisis, but it's not that bad considering it's a solo game. I probably don't even need to use a spell here. Alright, how to impact with the Raider cam. I'm going to be throwing it over this wall. Gives us good vision on top side. I know we could probably... Oh, I should have done it to a minion. She might be able to get that kill without me regardless, so let's just look to help push mid. I want to put the Raider close to where... or the Raider cam, the surveillance camera, close to where the Raider would be. If you do that, then you're going to be able to basically have vision and have good coverage for the next Raider, and that's pretty much what the best thing, the best aspect of the Raider cam is. So, okay, so I have a lot of gold. I want to pick up a little bit more lifesteal and become more right click, as much right click as possible. Got buffs on top lane. Or the EMP on top lane, and my teleport will be up and shortly off of that cancel reset. So see where the Joker is at. Maybe he's in a position to kill. Honestly, I don't really care. I'm up here for the EMP. So as a jungler, always make sure you're getting your objectives in. Always try your best to let's see. To help your teammates out as much as possible with ganks. Try to be unpredictable, try to manipulate the map as best as possible. We're losing a lot of turrets now, so at this point in the game, I'm really interested in split pushing, but that requires a little bit of cooperation for my team, so we'll see how that works in just a little bit. I'm going to start building up my stacks of my Soul Taker, and that looks like a little bit of action going on in mid, but there's not much I can do at this point. So I'm looking at bottom lane. I have my teleport up. I know the EMP is up, and I'm going to be looking to help out down there pretty soon. Mecha Wonder Woman's doing pretty good though. Just gonna help her push this wave a little bit, and shortly after, I might be teleporting the bottom lane. And it looks like I might just run there for now. No need to be in a huge hurry. That was a teleport. Okay, so my detonate at this point does. Yeah, we're gonna go in on this. 645. We are on the Star Sapphire. With the super speed, I'm not sure if I was going to be able to catch her, so we'll just stick on her. Throw out her slow, I'll throw out mine. And I don't know if I don't kill her here, but not bad. Got a couple kills. I was able to use my teleport for that. I know that the EMP is still there, so I can build up a double. And now I'm just going to push the wave to get a little bit of pressure off of me while I take this. So again, look at this. Do 675. I want to watch the health of this. Boom. Detonate it. It's a mine. Good to go. So I don't have anything coming up for a little bit. Raider phasing didn't have a timer on it, but I know it's a little over 2 minutes. There's a double EMP at base. I'm doing good gold-wise. I'm doing good jungle-wise, and I'm just going to clear out this bottom jungle really quickly, go back to base in preparation for the Raider that's coming up, as well as pick up that double EMP that we have so we can look to siege down some turrets or maybe look for a split push. So. Okay. No turret there. I just want to walk in turret range so I can buy while I'm back. And I'm thinking, I'm feeling some Joe chills, or V9 right here rather. Oh my gosh, that double speed just not getting utilized. I think I'd like to start controlling top lane for myself. Our Mecha Wonder Woman looks like she's more prone to wanting to be around the map, and that's good, because with her presence everywhere else, with her ability to split push and push with teammates, it's going to leave me open to kind of fight the Joker and whenever we are up here solo, at the same time as push things out whenever I do kill him. I at least want an assist. And I at least got that. I was able to get that assist. Okay, so again, try to be as productive as possible with your time. I know that the Raider's coming up soon, but they're pushing the top lanes. They don't really need my help to push these small waves, so might as well get a little bit of counter jungle in. And with that being said, I'll go to mid lane as well. I can put down a lot of damage on her. Don't want her to get away. Just bite her real quick. Get her out of the way. Bite was a little overkill. I actually kind of thought she would get away or not take as much damage. So we're gonna come here. I have a double EMP on me. This is something that I run into more often than not that you wouldn't expect, is the fact that I am doing so well. I'm holding on to double EMPs. I'm getting every single Raider that I can't even pick up the cam. So I'm trusting in my teammate to pick up the cam. And hopefully she places it well. Good defensive spot, obviously, over the wall, outside the bottom side, or offensively on top side if you're looking to split push, something I like to do. Put it in the lane I'm looking to split push, and then make the best out of it. Like that. So, looks like a lot of actions going on bottom lane. This is actually a perfect time to split push. I can actually look for a kill on the top Joker, and then off that kill, I might be able to get some good push. If not, if I don't see him, which doesn't look like I am, there he is. Basically, I'm enticing him to try to fight me because I'm going to push regardless of what he's doing. I'm honestly I don't care what he's doing. I'm pushing. So he's going to have to come over to me to stop my push, and it looks like our bottom teammates are doing good. So with the double EMP on me, I have the upper hand on Joker as far as fighting goes and dueling goes. I have a teleport coming up in a little bit. I'm a big threat at this point, so we'll see if the Joker decides to step into turret range. I'll double EMP. I do have my finger on it already. I'm gonna look to backdoor this regardless of the teleport. Okay, so now I'm looking for the kill. There's my slow, and it didn't quite get her. And a little bit dangerous for me to be here. So, used my double EMP, was able to pick up an objective out of it. I see that the top EMP is back up, and so I'm headed straight there after getting a little bit of farm. A lot of gold. I've had an amazingly strong presence this game. I have a really strong score. And although this may be a little bit stompish feeling, I'm still covering the fundamentals of what you should be doing. I don't really think that scoring, a solo Raider like I did earlier and getting almost every single EMP is more realistic than you would expect, but in a solo game it can actually line up like that quite a bit. So again, just having a good understanding of what you should be capable of doing, or just understanding the max that you could possibly do. This is honestly about the max that I could do as a single player. I'm making a huge impact in the game by the mere fact that they can't even kill me solo. So imagine this being your goal every single time you try to impact the game as a jungler, and then just go from there. So my teleport's up. I'm still just getting farm and such. I'm actually going to teleport to that. See what I can turn this into. I know I should be able to at least get one kill out of it. Oh, that ham was just devastating to me. That ham was legitimately devastating to me. Well. Almost. The lower EMP is up, so minimally I'm gonna steal a couple camps and get an EMP. Ooh, that lifesteal is crazy. Okay, so top turret's getting pushed. Jeez, man, we really need to get this tier 1 turret down. That's gonna be something that really needs to happen soon. That's another reason why I couldn't chase successfully, so. We were able to pick this up. I know I have another double EMP at the base, and I should be looking to siege down objective soon because I am holding on to 4K credits. So let's go ahead and back, and yeah, let's pick up some items. Let's pick this up just in case for now. I'm not feeling too much pressure damage-wise, so I'm gonna stay offensive. Like, I'm not feeling any hard pressure from a specific pool of damage, so I'm just going to pick up some more AD, and then I'll get that pen if they are building any kind of armor against me. So Raiders coming up soon. Manage these waves a little bit. I might actually look to push mid here. If they're looking to make a play, our teammates are rotating up. I'm trying to make an impact as an individual player, and I know that we could probably turn any fight that goes on up there, but at the same time, I could easily 1v1 her and take a turret off of a kill. So. Minions are in range. I was able to pick up that kill with that EMP. And still pushing. So now they pretty much have to come over here. We might want to look to back up at this point. Or she was able to pick up a kill. I just got an assist. Star Sapphire, 2 damage. You didn't use your W that whole time. Oh, Star Saph. I have a lot of lifesteal, sir. Failed ult. I think I might be able to get her. Beautiful. Beautiful crit. I'm pretty far ahead that I can just lifesteal off of anything. I'm going to get the detonate slow there, toss out my Q, and I wasn't able to get him. I missed that Q toss. At this point, I can just stay here. I'm pretty big. Okay, so get a little life steal, little bit of life steal. Oh, this seems very team fight-ish. I'm gonna dive the back line in a second with my stealth. Here we go. Put my Death Shark actives on her, and she's probably dead in a couple more hits. Joker next. If you're going for the squishies here. Now we'll peel and fight on the fatty Joker. Q was able to clean him up on the back, on the path back to me. And there was a couple extra kills there. And this is all while Agiel is split pushing. I could be doing the same, but I don't know if my team would actually stay alive during, so. I'm gonna die here. Oh no, so greedy! Such greed! My first death. Okay. Let's finish that, sell this, finish this, and what do we want? For the sake of dueling, we'll pick up a Dretch Shields. I think I could probably solo Leviathan. I'm not sure I've ever tried it, but I could probably do it. So not bad, not bad. At this late in the game, in terms of still just saying how to provide, you know, good usage for yourself in a team and how to impact the game as a jungler, really the best thing you could do now is really look to steal or deny these enemy buffs. Main reason being is you can build up your own a lot faster to rank 2. You can use them to pick up a really fast Leviathan, use them to fight in a team fight. You can use them for lots of things. So at this point, you still want to just be watching timers. Jungle is all about timers in the late game, making sure that you can utilize what you have. Like, this speed too has never been utilized, and main reason being is because I've had every other EMP, or I've had a health, or just whatever else I was holding on to. I never really needed it. So I think I'm going to try to push down this bottom tier 1 turret if I can. It's just something that's been an annoyance. I may actually even open Leviathan at some point. Jesus, they really just don't want me to have this thing. I'm going to take it anyways. I kind of just don't care. Wow, they went to amazing lengths to stop me from getting that. How many teleports was that? That was 3 teleports. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And then she knocked me away from it whenever it was 1 hit. That's actually kind of ridiculous. They might need to defend that turret. That's pretty ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. That might have been the single-handedly stupidest thing I've ever seen. So we lost my second EMP of the entire game they just got, and it looks like we're actually getting this one, so kudos to him. I could probably use that to backdoor this turret down. I don't know if I could get that in 4 seconds. 3,500, that's a big goal. I could definitely split push a lane and then take an objective with the 4-second. I'll probably do that since I don't think I'll be getting anything else anytime soon. Like, I could probably run and backdoor that turret. What is that at? 3,250. Oh man, I didn't realize they were so close in health. I don't know, I'd probably just have to split push a lane. I don't think I could just take something unless it was damaged already. But in any case, we'll just look for some buffs. Can't do much. I would like to split push bot the most because it still has a tier 2 turret in it. But with all the attention in the lane, there's just not much I can do for it for now, and I know Raider's coming up, so we'll just stick on top side for a little bit, pick up a little bit of extra farm, try to finish up this Joe Chills, and yeah, we'll pick up the Raider in just a second. Most likely call for the @JL's help to pick up the cam, because I won't be able to do it. Not right away anyways. Pick up one more camp, I think. Nah, I'd just like to blow it up. You know what I could do? I could pick up a Leviathan. Let's just bite her. That's a free kill for us. She's not going anywhere. Now we could siege mid. Easily. Does he hop the wall, or does he not? Definitely want to split or siege down some turrets now. With that API pickup, it was really easy to kind of get into the back line. Now the Fatty Joker's down, and I'm thinking we could. Whoa! Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. Jesus Christ! I got a little ahead of myself there. Oops. You know who's been the most annoying on the enemy team this game? Has been the Harley. She's constantly just obstructing my lifesteal, and then it makes me die. I mean, that's not necessarily what happened just now, but it definitely didn't fucking help. Alright, so I really just need to get the tier 2s down. We actually should have won this game probably like 15 minutes ago, but I don't really think they're very strong team fighters. See, like right here, they should be going all in. These 3 Kais are kind of just not doing much of anything while she was ulting, so she did all that damage on her own, but didn't really have anything to do once she got the damage off. Also, Star Sapphire's build is kind of weak. Kind of weak. Alright, so I guess I'll just start split pushing top. It needs to push anyways, and I'm far from bottom, so I might split push for like the next minute or so and see how that goes. If not, I might go bottom, split push there off my teleport, or teleport bottom and look to take Leviathan. We shouldn't need Leviathan to end this game though. We're really far ahead, so we'll just see how I can do on this top lane for now. What kind of interruptions I get, and if they do try to come stop me, who I can take out in the process. So For now, nothing. I should make it quite a ways, but with my team being all the way down the mid lane in the base, I'm not going to go very far with it because I'm the only person they have to look at right now. So with that being said, I'm going to let the lane push on its own, and I'll just take a buff, make sure I can get something out of this push because there's no way they're just going to let me take this. I can chase on her a little bit. You're a teleport? Okay, that's a friendly teleport. I'll push with her, but we might just be getting ourselves into a bad spot. Again, free bite. Free bite. She put herself in a bad spot, and I'll use that to push. Alright, so I think we could probably take... Oh, you're annoying, Harley. Okay, you guys, y'all are doing things to me that I don't quite care for. I lifesteal faster than your ult does damage to me.
Enemy reactivated.
I might turn around on this, actually. Ooh. That was actually kind of close with all of her obstructions with her knockback and everything. Okay, so we just got a single EMP. I'm going to make that a double. This is getting out of hand. I just want the double EMP. I want to be able to push, get another dampener. She should try to take out that bottom turret. Her Mecha Wonder Woman's, she's on point. I'm feeling what she's doing. Alright, so let's drop that and get out of the field. I don't know why I stealthed there. Get out of the field faster and start pushing. Actually, just teleport. Dude, you are just the funniest of people. I don't want to double EMP this. I really want to try to save the double EMP for the double turrets, so let's just try to get a creep wave there quickly while I have a bit of time. Okay, so just keeping this creep wave push, but I don't really think I can safely stay up here. At very least, we'll run down and try to intercept this turret with her. She finally gets the creep waves there. I feel like she should have had that push a long time ago. I don't know. So that's good. I'm down with that. All the picks. All the picks. Oh my goodness gracious. They love to obstruct. I have to lifesteal, otherwise I don't think I stay alive. Honestly, if I would have kept on just moving backwards there, I might have died. She hits really hard. That is just the most frustrating of frustrations. Now we take this adequately. He's tanking. No, just tank it. Tank it for me. Bastard. I can't take that kind of damage. Oh, this looks beautiful. Mecha knew what I wanted. She knew what I wanted. I wanted the farm. This Harley just does not want me to play in the game. Oh my gosh. She's going to come at me every single time. She really is. I guarantee I can't step up and hit that unless I get some lifesteal. Okay, now I've got a decent amount of health. Okay, get over here. Okay, now I can just take this whether she wants me to or not. It's irrelevant. we can now finish the game, and I have made an impact as a jungler. Alright, so hopefully you guys learned a little bit about how I like to control the buffs, how I like to counter jungle, how I like to counter initiate, use my protector spells or my stolen powers, how I do all those things as a jungler individually. Obviously it's going to vary from champion to champion, game to game, solo to team play, but that's a little bit of how I do it. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit. Hopefully you have some questions for me. Leave it in the comment section below. Catch you guys later.